Hello everybody, so today I will talk about calculus. The topic today is about differential equations. So now I will show you how to answer. About this one, we put on the left and you got about positive. Next, we need to do about factorization. So you got about dx, we combine two units together. dy, we combine three units together. And you will got about e to the power of s plus plus y dx. This one you got about 2 plus s plus y e to the power of y dy equals to number 0. Next, we need to put about the function p s y. That's it for this one. This is for the s. Now let's go for q s y. That's it for this one. Next, because we have the s, so we need to find first the derivative of the function of p with respect to y. So you got about dp over dy. First the derivative of e to the power of s, you got about 0 because this is about first the derivative with respect to y. That's why s just likely the number, y just likely the variable. Because this is about variable, you will got about number 1. Similar for dq with respect to s. So this one we just have only s. So first the derivative of s, you got about 1. This one and this one you got about 0. We see that db over dy equals to dq over ds through the number 1. So we can use about exact. So I need to create the function f s y, and we have the integral of this one plus 3sy. We know that the integral of e to the power of s, you got about e to the power of s. The integral of y, you got about sy, and we got about 3sy. Next, we need to do first the derivative of the function with respect to y. So you got about d over dy fsy. So we do first the derivative of the function with respect to y for the both sides. And we know that this one equals to this one. So for this one in here, you got about 0. This one in here, you got about s. Next, we need to simplify s for the both sides. Next, we need to do integration for the both sides so that we can find 3sy. The integral of this one, you got about 3sy. The integral of number 2, you got about 2y. Now I will concentrate about this one. So for this situation, we can use about integration by parts. So we got about u equals to y, du equals to dy, dv we got about e to the power of y dy, and you got about v equals to e to the power of y. So in this situation, we can have u multiplied with v, and you got about y e to the power of y minus, we have the integral du multiplied with v. So you got about e to the power of y dy, and we got the final answer. So this one in here, we will got about this one. And now we got the final answer. We will combine this one and three function in here. Next, we have the conditions at the beginning. So that means x equals to number 0, y equals to number 1. So we can find the constant in here. So we put number 0 go in here, number 1 go in here, and now we need to simplify, and you got about c equals to number 3 because we have number 2 and number 1 in here. And now we got a final answer. That's it the end. Thank you for watching.